guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing the top 10 Kickstarters of the month. And before I get started, I do have a couple of Kickstarters of my own, and then we have a couple of friend Kickstarters as well. First, we have Nightmare in Wonderland, which is issue 3 of the series. It follows Alice from Alice in Wonderland and Sleeping Beauty. They're exes. They're in a nightmare version of Wonderland, and now they're stuck in the Queen of Hearts casino. Also, we have Slice of Life, another installment of that series. It's about an anime character comes to life, falls in love with a high school cheerleader. They're finally a couple. We get to see some fun antics as Lucy also joins the softball team. Now, let's also jump into those friend Kickstarters. We have Wicked Town issue 1 through 2. I read issue 1 pretty recently and really enjoyed it, and excited to see what's gonna be brought into this new installment. If you like witches, you'll enjoy this. It's a character who could bring people and things back to life, and there's other witchy things going on in this 1970s setting. Moving on, Succi issue 1, and this is a sorcerer summons a demon to free his people from an ancient alien race, and this is also a prequel to Moses's other titles, including I Summon a Demon and She's Kinda My Type. I love seeing worlds kind of be built and be expanded on Kickstarter, so I love seeing something like this. Moving on to the last friend Kickstarter, and then we'll move on to the top 10, and that is White Ash Annual issue 1 and 2. This is a giant on Kickstarter, and I love seeing Charlie Stickney bring other creators onto his universe and really expand White Ash as a whole. So now let's jump into number 10 for me, which is Smokey's Junior Rangers, and this is Smokey the Bear coming back and being in a comic. And what I think is really cool is seeing an indie creator bring that back and follow this IP and see where it goes. So moving on to number 9, which is Introverting Comics About Life at a Lower Volume. I love a cool anthology with a spin, you know, with a different take on life. And honestly, I have not seen an introverted comic book before, so I just thought this was a really cool concept. Moving on to number 8, which is K-pop Zombie Cruise Ship, another one that just kind of has a wild premise. I like the not safe for work take on it, and again, this kind of fun parody element of it all being on a cruise ship, so I just thought that was really fun. Moving on to number 7, which is Sugar Pop. This is the same creative team as Zombie Tramp, and gorgeous artwork by Songbird. So honestly, you can't really go wrong with that team, so go check out Sugar Pop. Moving on to number 6, which is Angry Birds. Again, going back to, it's cool to see different publishers explore different IPs, and I want to see what a all-ages Angry Bird campaign looks like, and it's a very beautifully done page as well. It has a lot of information on there, which is always great to see on Kickstarter. Good preview pages, good thumbnail and everything like that, and again, it's fun to see an all-ages property as well that you don't see as often on Kickstarter. Moving on to number 5, which is Glimmer Magazine. It's a relationship about women and how complex that can be. And again, it's a cool hook. Like, there's been plenty of queer comic books, there's been plenty of comics about women, but to have this angle makes you kind of hooked in. You're like, oh, I'm interested to see what this is about. Moving on to number 4, which is Mandril P.I, a noir tale from cartoon lovers. Great thumbnail for this. I've really loved the kinetic action for these animal PI characters, and another long-running series, which is also great to see on Kickstarter as well. So I was hooked onto this one with, again, just good art, good thumbnail, and a strong premise. Moving on to number 3, which is A Journey into Abyss, a science fiction story that follows the journey to the moon. That's one of the first films that was ever made. I believe it's public domain as well. So I love seeing those visuals. It's something I think most people know about, but don't actually go towards to do that story. So I'm like, oh, it's cool to see a different angle on something that's not explored as often on Kickstarter. Moving on to number 2, which is Eva Songbird and the Marine graphic novel. This is a World War II story from a female point of view, which I also don't think we get to see as often, with wonderful artwork by a previous Disney artist, and you can really see that come through on this page as well. Moving on to number 1, which is The Many Odd Origins of Even Steven. This, just as a superhero fan, was such a fun concept of this guy who has such a moral compass that it might be a detriment to him. And Carl always puts out a great Kickstarter, great comics, so you know you're gonna get some really, really great storytelling and art, which is exactly what you want from a good Kickstarter. So that's my number 1. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below what your top 10 Kickstarters of the month was, and I'll see you guys in the next one.